So hello guys, welcome to Safe Talks episode number 5. So in today's video we are going to discuss all these points. So out of that first point is pig. Now why we are discussing about the pig? The question comes here. So basically pig is a very important part when we talk about the oil and gas industries. Okay, so see, in the oil and gas industries, which type of safety we will apply? Process safety. Okay, so under the process safety management, you have studied one element that is called mechanical integrity. Okay, so mechanical integrity means whatever the equipments, pipelines we are having in our process plant, it should be suitable and it should be strong enough to tolerate any sort of pressure and to tolerate any types of forces. Now, so what is the purpose of PIG? So see, PIG is basically an equipment. Okay, its abbreviation is pipeline inspection gauge. Okay, so what happens is, for example, consider it's a pipeline. Okay, so sometimes, as you know, that in the process industries, lots of pipelines got rupture and leads to a major hazard as well as the equipments also. So that pig can enter into a pipeline. Okay, it's basically a round equipment and very long and precious as well as expensive equipment. Okay, it can enter into the pipeline as well as when the any material is flowing inside. With that only you can enter that particular pig. Okay, and it can inspect anything inside a pipeline. How much corrosion is there? If corrosion is there, what is the depth of that, and what are all the areas that are easily vulnerable, means that are going to be damaged in the near future as soon as possible. Okay, so it can read each and everything. It will go from one side and come from another side. So when the pig is coming from another side, so at that time you can get the data whichever you have recorded inside this particular area. Okay, after that you can analyze this data and identify the loop areas within a pipeline, those who are easily vulnerable. So again, inspection, as you know that inspection is a very crucial part in safety, in process safety. So you can take the inspection through pigs apart from going inside the pipeline by yourself. Okay, so when we come to the second part, that is your flare stack. Now everybody may be knowing about the flare stack. What is the meaning of a flare stack? Okay, so see guys, when we talk about the relief devices, okay, relief devices, so people tell us when excess pressure is there, this particular pressure will be relieved by the relief device. So after releasing that particular pressure or any flammable toxic gases which is in excessive pressure, where it goes? Actually it goes through a process. Okay, so this is the end element of that process. Now what happens is, for example, you have a tank. Okay, this particular tank have a overpressure and compromises of flammable vapor and gases. So it will be released by the particular relief valve. Now how it will go is, it will come out from the relief valve, it will travel through a knockdown drum or a blowdown drum. After that it will travel to a flare stack. Okay, there it will got burn. Okay, so function of a flare stack to safely and properly burn the gases which is come outside because of the overpressure from any piece of equipment. Okay, so it will safely burn at a certain height, as well as some ground height also they burn. So for that different provisions are there. Okay, as well as its 4 types are also available: assisted, non-assisted, water-based and steam-based. So we'll discuss somewhere sometimes in the next video. So when we come to the interceptor again it is related to the oil and gas industries. So guys, as you know that when we talk about the oil and gas industries, especially offshore platforms, so at that time when the rain comes, okay, so the water which is coming from the rain, it got stored in the platform, offshore platforms. Okay, so when it got stored in the platform means at the time oil is also present, so it becomes a mixture, oil and gas, oil and particular water mixture. Okay, so we cannot directly dispose this particular mixture into the marine life, or you can say into the directly particular ocean. Okay, so at that time the separation is required because the oil which is available in that water, okay, it is very expensive because it is taken from the drill, as you know the oil prices, as well as the particular oil is very polluting property is there, so we cannot directly dispose. So at that time interceptor is a basically equipment which will directly separate the oil as well as water from there, whichever collected from rain water as well as which is got mixed. Okay, so again it's a very unique equipment which is 3 chambered, means 3 chamber are available there. Okay, so we'll discuss that also in upcoming future. Now when we come to the fire signature, is it a fire signature? No. So when we talk about the detectors guys, people told us that smoke will come to the smoke detector and it will raise the alarm, but that is a basic one. Okay, when we talk about in depth, when we design the detectors, so all the detectors and the detection devices, it may be your flame detector, it may be your heat detector, it may be your leak detector, it may be your smoke detector, all works on the principle of fire signatures. Now fire signatures means what actually? Okay, so fire signatures are the products which is emitted by a fire. Generally what a fire emits: smoke, light, heat, ultraviolet rays. Okay, so there are a lot of things which is emitted by a fire, so we can capture in these different things and identify whether the fire is occurring or not. Okay, so this is the meaning of a fire signature. When we come to the last one, that is your NDT. Now, NDT means what? NDT means non-destructive testing. Okay, so its particular name suggests non-destructive testing. It means if we are doing NDT, at that time it will not cause any destruction in any piece of equipment. So why it is used is, it is basically used for the welding processes. For example, if you have done any welding, okay, we will take two examples. You have done welding in a cycle, you have done welding in a process plant equipment. So which one is more hazardous? That, because if the cycle broke down or that weld is failure, that's not an issue, it will be very minor. Okay, but that process plant welding is not proper, means it can lead to a major hazard. Okay, so at the time NDT is carried out to identify the weld profile or to check the weld, whether the weld is okay or not. Because with the welding also, those who are mechanical engineers, they know that how many issues are there with regarding to weld. When we do a welding, after that how many testing we need to do. So for NDT also there are a lot of testing which is available, which we need to do. Okay, not to us, but different peoples are there, but we should know about that. Ultrasonic detection technique, after that dye penetrate technique is there. Okay, a lot of types of technique is there through which we can identify the failures as well as the loop areas within a weld. Okay, so we can identify them and rectify them before taking the equipment onto the field. So guys, these are the 5 topics which I have discussed with you. I hope you like the video, as well as tell me what you have learned today in the comment box. I'll be happy to know that, as well as support us on the Safe Talks program. So thank you for watching. Meet you in the next video.